There are 3 traits that are really going to set you apart as a professional coach. When it comes to starting your journey as a coach, you really want some mindset strategies and tips and traits that are going to allow you to position yourself as a standout coach in the marketplace. These 3 traits have completely transformed my life personally and professionally as a coach. I started my coaching journey about 10 years ago. Before becoming a successful coach, I actually got expelled from school 3 times. I failed year 10 here in Australia. So in no way am I really an academic. I've had no real previous quality education. Well, I didn't really use it. And so these 3 traits have enabled me to really transform myself. Hi, my name is Matt Lavars, and 10 years ago, I took my very, very first step to learn how to become a successful coach and apply these traits to myself. I started my own successful coaching business, and now I'm the head trainer at the Coaching Institute, which is Australasia's #1 coaching school. And I've trained thousands of people to help them start their coaching journey and become successful coaches. Now, I want to share with you these 3 traits because they really will set you apart when you start your coaching journey. The first trait is really understanding that the major purpose of great coaching is a journey to self-love. When we have the skills and the strategy and the steps that we can take to be able to fall even more in love with ourselves, then it completely changes the view that we have in ourselves. It completely changes the relationship that we have with ourselves, and then in turn changes the relationship we have with everyone else in the world, including things like our goals. We start to perceive the world differently. Now, there's a myth out there, which is that you don't want to love yourself too much, because if you love yourself too much, you're going to become narcissistic, and essentially you're going to become someone that you don't want to have a relationship with. This is completely incorrect. It's like it's an old idea that we need to let go of. When someone becomes narcissistic, underneath all of that is a massive hole in their life of a lack of self-love. That person needs self-love. When someone doesn't have self-love, what they do is they project that onto others, and a lot of the time they position themselves as better than other people, and that is not self-love. That's not where we're heading at all. Instead, self-love also connects with self-esteem. And self-esteem is really understanding that you are not better than anyone else in the world, and that we truly are equal to be able to have that view in the world. Self-love is truly learning how to accept ourselves for who we are right now, to accept all of our flaws, to really understand that we're not perfect, and to stop trying to strive for that. I think the opposite of self-love is putting this pressure on ourselves that we have to be perfect all the time. Perfectionism usually stops people from taking action in life. The opposite of that is true, raw acceptance of who I am with my problems. Now, the paradox is that if I accept my problems and who I am right now, then the energy that I was giving my challenges actually decrease, and then I get more energy back to be able to bring more love, more light, and more acceptance into my world. This is a major component that we help our clients with as successful coaches. And a great part of becoming a successful coach is actually applying this to ourselves. For me, I didn't even know this was part of coaching when I first joined. I thought it was more about actually just goal setting and things like that, which it is, but it's deeper. And for me, the self-love journey, to be able to step more into my own confidence and more into my own self-esteem and more into my own personal power, has been completely life-changing, and it's something that I love being able to give to my clients. The second trait that's really going to enable you to set yourself apart as a successful coach and propel you forward into your new career is to understand that coaching is actually not therapy. Now, therapy is about looking into the past, exploring the problem, and talking about the problem a lot. And what coaching is it's really about drawing a line in the sand and saying, okay, well, maybe there's some things to learn from the past, but let's learn what we can from the moment right now. Let's take the learnings into the now, and let's move forward into the future. So coaching is very progressive, where it's about helping someone move forward. It's not just about talking about the challenges and exploring the problems. It's about learning what we need to learn so we can take some actions today and then truly start to move forward. Coaching is all about helping people grow and expand. And great coaching is what's called transformational, which means in the moment, the client is able to access more love, more courage, more power. So then they can go out and start taking more action inside their life and truly live the life that they deserve. Now, another difference is that a lot of people that are searching for therapy have a lot of personal challenges going on. They have a lot of deep, for example, traumas that need to be resolved. Where the majority of people that seek out coaching already have a pretty good life. They just want to make it better. They want to be able to take where they are right now to the next level and have access to even more love, even more growth, even more passion, even more purpose, even more fulfillment. And they are the people that you'll work with as a professional coach. Now, the third trait that's truly going to set you apart when it comes to becoming a successful coach is to be action-oriented. Some people are really not suited towards becoming a coach because they're way too reflective in their mindset. Now, what this means is that they're thinking about it, planning, then they think a little bit more, then they reflect a little bit more, then they think about it a little bit more, and a year goes by. Then they keep thinking about it. Then they think about it a little bit more. Then they wonder what's going to go wrong. Then they think about it for another. And unfortunately, and these are great people that have got the ability to become a successful coach, but they're not willing to change their thinking. They hold themselves back forever. I've spoken to people that have been thinking about becoming coaches for 10 years and they've done nothing. Now, in that time, I started 10 years ago. I've done 10 years worth of coaching. I look forward to my next 10 years. Now, in contrast, when someone is action-oriented, they do what Richard Branson said, which is when they see a goal in front of them, they get excited about it, they say yes, and then they work out how. There's a guy named Steven Pressfield who talks about this as well, who's written phenomenal personal development books about overcoming challenges that hold ourselves back and resistance and perfectionism and procrastination. And he says, when you see your goal in front of you, realize that you'll never be ready, so just start anyway. There's another quote that says, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. There's so many messages that are saying the same thing. When you see your goal, take a step towards it. Now, some people are overly reflective and they see their goal and they think about it and they perpetually think about it and they're never going to take action. Those people can't become great coaches because if you think about it, to become a successful coach, your job is to lead your clients into doing the same thing. And so the first step for you is to actually start taking action on your goals and dreams. That's something that I did 10 years ago. It's something that I'm still doing now, and it's served me so well to be able to say yes and to be able to work out how. Now, the traits that I've been sharing with you are all in this amazing book called Becoming a Successful Coach Guidebook, plus around another 10, 15 traits that are really going to set you apart as a successful coach. This book here, Becoming a Successful Coach Guidebook by Sharon Pearson, was the book that really helped me get started on my coaching journey over 10 years ago. This is also a book that thousands of coaches around the world have used to start their journey. It really explores the difference between coaching and therapy and psychology. It talks about why so many counselors and psychologists are actually becoming coaches. It talks about the 3 core methodologies that every professional coach needs to be aware of and be trained in. It also explores the first steps to take to be able to transition out of employment, which is where I was when I first started, into becoming a successful paid coach, which is something that's really important. Now, you can go to Amazon right now and you can get yourself a copy of this book. But if you're here and if you're watching this video, I would actually like to give you one of these books. It's a gift from us because I know that if I give you this gift, then you can give yourself the gift of reading this book, then you're going to pay this forward and start your coaching journey and start helping more and more people around the world. I know that together we can truly make a difference. Now, we're going to give you this book as a complete gift. It's only available inside this video. We've had thousands of people purchase a copy of this book. We just got in a major shipment of the latest edition of this book. We're not sure how long that's going to last for, so if you're here and if you're watching this video, really want to give you the opportunity to get a copy of this book for yourself. All that we ask is that you take care of the shipping, but the cost of the book is on us, and we'd love to be able to gift this to you. Now, we're actually going to go further than that and give you some bonuses, because whenever someone has read this book, they've really started asking more questions like, how do I learn more about coaching? Can I have some examples of what coaching actually looks like? So when you grab yourself a copy of this book, you're also going to get the ebook. And we've had a lot of people get really excited about this video and this message and then say, actually, I can't wait the couple of days, or depending in which country you're in, maybe it takes a week for it to get to you. And so we're going to give you the ebook of this book so you can get into it straight away and you can start reading like immediately after this video. The second thing that you'll get access to as a bonus when you get access to this book is you'll also have your own online access to a whole pack of live coaching demonstrations. I think one of the best ways to really know if coaching is for you, to get inspired to become a successful coach, is to see some of the most successful coaches around the world sitting down with their clients, helping their clients break through, helping their clients access more self-love. Now, this is wonderful in two major categories. One, it allows you to be able to have your own reflections about your own journey about self-love. I remember when I first started watching these videos, I found them very personally inspiring. The second thing is it shows you how successful coaching actually works. So you've got an insider view on how to become a successful coach yourself. And you'll also get a 45-minute, this is amazing, you'll get a 45-minute personal success strategy session to help you get clarity on your goals and what you're going to achieve in 2021 as a successful coach, as a successful person, however you want to succeed in this year. We're going to help you do that with a professional coach, and that's included as a gift when you get access to this amazing book. We truly want to make sure that you are as set up as possible to have the best year you possibly can. Now, if you love the sound of that and if you resonate with what you've been hearing inside this video, I would love for you to accept my personal gift of this amazing book. It completely changed my life. I trust that it'll change your life and propel you towards becoming a successful coach. It's called Becoming a Successful Coach Ultimate Guidebook. There's amazing gifts and bonuses in there. All you need to do is take care of the shipping, and everything is a gift on us. Go ahead and click the link below, and I trust that this is something that'll really help you in your journey to become a successful coach.